Hello and welcome to the France 24 interview. Today we're going to be talking about tourism and in particular tourism in Tunisia, nearly 2 years after its revolution. I have the pleasure today of meeting with the country's tourism minister, Elias Fakfek. Thank you very much indeed for being our guest today. We're going to begin, first of all, with looking at figures. It is no surprise that this industry, which is so important for Tunisia, should have taken such a hit. 7 million tourists in 2010, so before the revolution, 4.8 million in 2011. This is an industry that has been hit really hard.
Sure, the decrease was huge last year, and our first objective is to recover as quick as possible. Fortunately, let's say, we increase the global figure by around 30%. We will reach this year 6 million. We still have a gap comparing with the period before the revolution and 2010. Nevertheless, we already recover half of the tourists, and it is a good thing to continue in the improvement of all the sector and to engage the reform necessary to improve the industry of tourism in Tunisia.
It's a remarkable achievement when you consider that the news has not necessarily been on your side as tourism minister. We've heard an awful lot about the instability, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But first of all, we've also heard a great deal about Salafism and the very vocal minority of Islamist extremists that never had the ability to speak in pre-revolutionary Tunisia, but are able to make their voices heard today.
No, in fact, we can't compare. Before the revolution, we can't speak about anything. It was under a dictatorship. There was no possibility to give any different idea. It was one idea for all. And in the meantime, even the Salafism exists before the revolution. And after the revolution, we discover this difference in Tunisia, which is natural. Some of this is Salafi, which represent minority, Orthodox minority, but some of them confuse between the possibility to present their project and to impose and to use the force without respect the law in Tunisia. And today the situation is much better, and this is a global phenomenon, and it exists everywhere in the world. And Tunisia now deal with such a problem. But in any case, the tourist and the tourism and the large majority of Tunisian never have a problem with the Salafists. From the beginning of this year, more than 5.5 million of tourists visited Tunisia during the summer in the beaches, and we don't register any incident from
such as those that we've seen in Morocco, for instance.
Exact, from Salafists or others. And in the political transition and in the political process and the transformation, we are in this process that people return to respect the law and to respect the state after 1 year without in the completely chaotic situation. And this is why we are quite confident for the future. We are in the last, let's say, period of the transition. We start now to look to adopt the new constitution. There will be election in next 8 months, and after that there will be more stable situation. But as I said, today with the figure we have on the tourist and the situation, sometimes it happens that we have pressure demand for social demand, people who are waiting to solve their day-to-day life.
We've seen this a great deal over the last 2 days, Siliana in particular, that the world's media has picked up on. A great deal of expectations, many unhappy people, and it's very difficult to answer those expectations when you're trying to redefine the government, the state, the way the country works, the soul, in fact, of the country.
This is a quite complicated situation. In fact, we are Tunisia, the first Arabic Muslim country who lives such democratic transition. It happens in many countries, in South Africa, South America, or in Eastern Europe. But in a Muslim and Arabic country, it is the first time. So there is no scenario, let's say, or menu to deal. And we choose to rethink and to go for a constitutional assembly to write a new constitution for the Second Republic, and to take time to involve people in to think about which model of life, which model of society, what is the place of the religion, how we think about the equilibrium, which regime we want, parliamentary, presidential, mixed. All these things are necessary to have the sustainable situation for next 50 years. But in the meantime, it is not in this transition period with 1 year or 1 year and a half of government, it is not the ideal situation to start to invest or to solve a day-to-day problem. And this equilibrium, people sometimes said we made a revolution, but our life doesn't change. Today I'm still, I don't have a job, or the road is still not working in one side. And we try to explain that we are building something strong for the future, and this will give the possibility to invest, and to invest with the confidence for the long term. And today we are managing, and sometimes the people understand, but globally it is a positive transformation.
So a different route than the Egyptians, for instance, who've chosen the elections before the constitution. They did things the other way around, and it'll be interesting to see how each plays out over the coming years. Of course, the frustration of the people will last longer while these things are being built. Another danger, though, is that you end up with paralysis, that in Egypt, like it or not, the party in charge is driving through a constitution and is putting things together. I suppose in Tunisia, people watching Tunisian politics will think it's an awful lot of argument, there's an awful lot of debate. Is there not a danger of outright paralysis between, for instance, given the conflicts that there are between the presidency and the Constituent Assembly, given the conflicts that there are between the different parties that are trying to agree on, as you insinuate, this new constitution, which goes to the very heart of what Tunisia should be?
What we discover in Tunisia, there is sometimes very rich and debate, but at the end there is a big capacity to reach a consensus, with the dialogue, to found a medium position between different point of view. And this is one of the specificity of Tunisian people. They are very open for a discussion and to find a solution, and they are moderate, and they are in the medium position. And this is a specificity of Tunisia, of the Tunisian citizen. And today all the political figure try to debate and to found a position who can be accepted by the large majority. And this is very important because we never had this this opportunity to discuss and to accept that people think differently or have their own idea. But finally, we discover after 2 years that there is a large majority I don't talk about the extreme left or right, but I am talking about the large majority who share the same value, who share the same vision, who share the same identity, and there's with the subtlety, let's say, and there's who are now building together this new republic, and this is something very important. I am not sure that if we choose to go very quickly and to avoid this debate, with the risk of this debate, that will be sustainable. I am sure that today we are building something which will be robust and will be strong to guarantee the good and the new future and for Tunisian citizens.
And indeed continue attracting more and more tourists. Elias Fafek, thank you very much indeed for having been our guest today. That brings us to the end of today's interview. We'll be back there very soon for another. Do stay with us.